Good morning, students. Today in 9th standard mathematics, today we are going to start the 13th chapter, that is surface area and volume. Now before we start this chapter, all of you should be aware about what we have learned in 8th standard about the area of a particular object. For example, say area of a triangle, area of a rectangle, area of a square, and so on. For example, if you consider area of a triangle, then all of you should be knowing that what is the formula to find the area of a triangle, half into base into altitude. So till now all of you have learned how to find the area of a particular two-dimensional object. Now what is called two-dimensional object and what is called three-dimensional object? All of you should be knowing it because it is very simple. Two-dimensional object means what? A particular object which has only two measurements. For example, if you consider say a triangle. In triangle, we only consider height of the triangle and any particular base. Similarly, if you consider square, then in square there will be four sides and all four sides will be equal. And if you consider rectangle, then there will be two measurements, one will be the length and one will be your breadth. Clear? So these all are the two-dimensional objects. But today in this particular chapter we are going to learn about the three-dimensional object. There are different objects which we are going to learn in this particular chapter. But today we will be discussing only about particular two objects, that is cuboid and cube. All of you should be aware about this and all of you must have seen also what will be the shape of a cuboid. If I give you a practical example, suppose if you consider this chalk box, then this is an example of a cuboid. How you can consider it as a cuboid? Because it has 6 sides. Which are the 6 sides? All these 4 sides and the top side and the bottom sides. And all 6 sides are of a rectangle. Clear? So any particular three-dimensional object which is made of say 6 rectangular sides, then it is known as cuboid. Now why it is a three-dimensional object? Because there are 3 different measurements which we need to consider. If you consider this chalk box, then this will be considered as its length. This part will be considered as its height, and this part will be considered as its breadth. So these are the 3 measurements: height, length and breadth. So for this particular object, if you want to find the surface area, now surface area word, whenever you use the surface area word, means we are considering the total 6 rectangular sides and we have to find the area of all 6 rectangular sides. Now if you see the derivation of this particular first formula in page number 210, there they have found the area of all 6 sides, and the derivation of the particular first formula, that is the total surface area of a cuboid, that is being given as 2 into LB plus BH plus HA. Now, how does this formula comes? Then the derivation of that particular formula is given in page number 210. They have given the area of all 6 rectangular sides, and by adding or by doing the total of all 6 sides, the final formula comes as 2 into LB plus BH plus HA. Now, what is this total surface area of a cuboid means what? Then we are considering all 6 sides of the rectangular of this particular cuboid. So the total surface area means the length or the area of all 6 sides, rectangular sides. That is known as the total surface area of a cuboid. Clear? Now the second formula which we need to learn about this particular cuboid, that is the lateral surface area of a cuboid. Now whenever the word lateral surface area comes, you have to consider, or you have to keep in mind, we have to consider only 4 sides. Now which are the 4 sides? Excluding the top side and the bottom side. If you consider only 4 this particular sides, then this area or the surface area of all 4 sides will be considered as the lateral surface area of a cuboid. In simple terms, if you exclude the top side and the bottom side of a cuboid, then the remaining four sides, the total surface area of the remaining four sides will be considered as the lateral surface area of a cuboid. And what is the formula? Formula will be 2h into L plus B. Now, if you split this formula, or if you want to write it in say another form, then it can be written as height into the perimeter of base. Now, why we are separate, or why we are keeping it, or why we are writing it in this form? Because in some questions they may give you the height of cuboid and the perimeter of base. Now, if I want to write down this way, if I split this formula, then it can be written as h into 2 into L plus B. Now, this formula 2 into L plus B, that is the formula to find the perimeter of a rectangle. Clear? So in the question they will be specifying you that the perimeter of the base will be of which shape? It will be of rectangle. So the perimeter of the base and the height of a cuboid will be considered as the lateral surface area of a cuboid. Clear? So these are the main two formulas which we need to consider whenever we are solving the questions related to cuboid. Clear? So only two formulas, and both are very easy. The first one is Q into LP plus BH plus HL, that is the total surface area of a cuboid, and the next one will be the lateral surface area of cuboid, means only excluding the top side and the bottom side, that will be considered as the lateral surface area of a cuboid. Clear? So now the second object which we are going to learn today, that is cube. All of you will be knowing, or all of you must have seen also, that Rubik's cube. That is one, you can say, the object which usually in childhood all of you must have played with. Different shapes, different colors, and you have to adjust in such a way that all six sides will have same colors. So that is one best example that particular object is considered as a cube. Now, cube is made of, or it is combined, it is a combination of 6 square sides. This is one example which I have drawn over here. There are 6 sides, and all 6 sides are of square, and the length will be of each side will be equal because it is a square. So height will be considered as L, breadth also will be considered as L, and the length of this particular cube also will be considered as L. Means all three dimensions will be equal, L, L, and L. Here it was different because the length will be different, height will be different, and breadth also will be different. Clear? So now, similarly for this cube also we need to find two formulas, or we need to learn two formulas. Which are the two ones? First, the total surface area of cube. Same procedure. Here there are 6 squares, there it was 6 rectangles. So if you find the area of a square, that formula all of you should be knowing. The area of a square is equal to what? L square. And here how many squares are there, or square sides are there? Total 6 sides are there. So we need to do the total of all squares, or the area of all squares, that will be equal to what? 6L square. Simple formula is L square means the area of a square and multiplied by 6. Why? Because there are 6 sides. Clear? So that is total surface area of a cube. Next, the lateral surface area. Similarly, what we learned over here, lateral surface area means what? Excluding the top side and the bottom side. So how many sides will remain? Only 4. So and all 4 sides are of squares. So the formula will be what? 4L square. Clear? So these are the two formulas in each of the object which we need to learn. So today in this particular introduction part of this particular chapter, we have only learned about the two formulas, that is related to cuboid and one of a cube. Next time, whenever we meet, next time we will be starting with the exercise 13.1, in which we have to learn about the cuboid and cube. We will be solving the question related to cuboid and cube. Till then, Jai Hind.